It is Monday morning and I'm back from a week off. Got the young hound in the room, young Barnabas. Coach Barney. If you've not seen him, he's my little working Cocker Spaniel. And he's never far away. He's never far away. So just coming back in after a week off. I've been doing some skillist while I've been away. Also been doing a few of these lives as well. Keep you all entertained. This morning I'm going to be shooting some content. Get one edited up and hopefully, if I can, maybe get it out by tonight. And it'll either be out a little bit later or it'll be out Tuesday morning. Then I'm going to get one out for Thursday and then I'm going to get one out probably for Saturday or Sunday. So a lot of content coming your way this week. On top of all of these live lounges. So I thought while I'm setting up, if any of you guys and girls out there want to ask me any questions, how you've played at the weekend. I played golf yesterday. Probably the best I've played since coming back and thinking about going on the seniors tour. Ant Lockyer's in the house. Ant is my good pal. He has a channel called Golf Addicts. He is on a journey to create a channel that gives him as much joy playing the game as it does sharing the content. So go over Golf Addicts. I will put a link in the description below. Go check him out. He is a single-figure golfer and he is looking to get down to scratch and play some senior stuff, high-level senior amateur stuff. Great bit of content, and he's also got a channel where he talks about bass guitar. If you're a bass guitarist, go and check that out. That's under the name of just Ant Lockyer. Anyway, so there's enough plugging for Ant. I can't, bloody hell, Ant. I mean, you haven't paid me for this sponsorship on your channel, have I? Anyway, so we're just firing up the band. Those of you that have never seen a setup on a Trackman before, I can show you. So we've got to look for the setup, look for the Wi-Fi for the Trackman. Then once it's found it, I can log onto it and then I can start to line it up. If you've got any questions about anything, let me know. Happy to answer. Let me know where you're watching from. Ant Lockyer's written. Thanks, mate. You're welcome. You are super welcome. Stephen Glensberg, my wife's boyfriend thinks I golf too much. Steve, my wife's boyfriend thinks I golf too much. My wife's boyfriend. I'm going to need to ponder on that just for a little bit. But if she thinks and he thinks you play golf too much, they don't know a thing, do they? Because everyone can play more golf, right? Clearly, the golf's more important than she having a boyfriend. Love that. That's really good. Trackman Performance Studio, it was updated. Restart to install the new version. Okay, restart now. Well, that's a bit of a pain. Got to restart the old comp. So more time for you. More time for you. Ant Lockyer finds Stephen's wife's boyfriend thinking you play too much golf funny as well. So what do you think of these live lounges? Are you enjoying them? I think they're a great addition, right? So the reason why I've started doing these live lounges is because since hitting almost, I'm like 50 away from hitting 30,000 subscribers. I've got a YouTube account manager. How good's that? And they have said that YouTube Vertical Live is a really great way of connecting with the audience. And I have felt that in such a short space of time. It's been a bit weird sitting on the old sofa and talking to you lot, but listen, I've really enjoyed it and hopefully you got something out of it too. So that has updated by the looks of it, which is great news. Then we've got to find it. It finds it on its own. Then I can do what they call a bay tracer offset. So I can set where the center line is on the screen. So I set it where everyone hits the ball from. Try to make it a pretty straight line. Then I press OK. Then it lines it all up. And that's how you set Trackman up. So if you ever go and practice in a sim and you want to just make sure that the Trackman's set right, let me just get my name, just put me up here. Put that in. Stand by, play some music, Stuart. Charlie Huawei, second again. Oof. Dear me, that girl needs to learn how to get it across the line. What do I know? I've never won big championships. Anyway, so if you're in a Trackman studio and you want to find out if the Trackman's lined up properly, go in the top right-hand corner. So just up there, there's a little crosshair and it says target. Press the target button. Then there's these 3 boxes on the right-hand side. Click the bottom one, bay tray to offset, and find out where the bay is lined up. Crucial, because if you're practicing and you're using these data points and it's lined up wrong, you may as well be farting in the wind. Don't quite know why farting in the wind would be wrong. Anyway, you know what I mean. So make sure that that's lined up. But then once you've done, press OK, it will then set it up and it's all lined up perfectly. Chazzy Boy's part of my YouTube cohort. Hey there, hey Chazzy, how are you, pal? Great journey, this whole YouTube. So since sort of just recently, YouTube reached out and joined a bit of a Zoom crew and a chat forum and all that kind of stuff. All of these content creators that are looking to move their content forwards, because I don't really know what I'm doing. You know, I'm just making some content, trying to make it as enjoyable as possible. And YouTube now see you as a bit of a serious creator, and they think, well, let's give you some help. So Chazzy Boy's one of the guys. Not too bad. And yourself, I'm really good, thanks, Chazzy. I'm really good. Have you been doing some lives over the weekend? This is my little, my little gig here. So anyway, that's the bay all set up. Let's give you a little walk round of what is going on over on the right-hand side here. So on this side, I've got my little bits of merch. For those of you that are not familiar, got my little bits of merch, eh? Little calendar. Don't tuck your right elbow. Water bottle. Anyway, that's that. And then I've got my screens here. These screens, I flick those on. On the left-hand screen here, this one here, this shows all of the Trackman data. And then on the right-hand side, when I'm working with a golfer, that's where I'll bring up their golf swings. Let's bring you over here. It's a little bit clearer for you. That's where I bring up my golf swings from my laptop here. There we go, do that there. And it's Analyzer Golf. For those of you that are Mac users, Analyzer Golf is, for me, well, it's the only golf swing analysis software that Macintosh do. So that's a really great bit of kit to use. So when someone's having a lesson with me, they will be swinging away, they'll be getting their Trackman data. And on the right-hand side, I'll have their golf swing up, so I get that all set up for them as well. The lead, the hound's lead. Look at him sitting down there. Come up here, Barnes. Come up here. Barney, here. Good boy. Good boy. There he is. Look. He's as obedient as it comes. Great week in the Lake District last week. Walked about 40 miles all up. It was great fun. It was great fun. Any questions? Let me know if you've got any questions while I'm setting myself up here. These are the mics that I use, DJI mics. Really great brand if you're into, this is not sponsored content, if you're into your audio, there's a few things that's really important for creating content. Decent camera, it's semi-important, but audio is absolutely top of the pile. Good audio is really, really important. These are the tripods I use. Just something generic off of the old, Tinternet, Amazon and all that kind of jazz. If you want to know what they are, I can get you a link, but they're really good. And of course, trying to get out on the golf course and doing the old vlogs, for which, by the way, vlogs on the golf course are a nightmare because they are so high maintenance. And I was speaking to my mate Ant, Golf Addicts. Go check out his YouTube. Another plug for you there, Ant. So this is the DJI Mini Pro 3. I might upgrade to the Mini Pro 4. Has a follow you function. So you stick it up in the air, you get on the screen here, on this screen here, and you put a little box around me, and as I move around the golf course, the drone follows you. And then when the drone follows you, you can get all those different aerial views. But not only that, it just makes it super easy to get a decent perspective. And so what I've done is I've just reached out to a electric trolley manufacturer, see if they want to sponsor the channel with a trolley. Let's see if they come back. I won't name the brand as yet. And then I'm going to get a little rig. So I get my DJI, by the way, DJI, really great brand. Again, not a sponsored link. Get my DJI camera. This has also got like a follow me function. So I'm going to pop that on the handle of the electric trolley so I can have a little face on. Then I've got the drone in the sky. And then when I'm playing golf, I can position the trolley so I can get a down the line view at sort of chest height of me hitting a shot. And then I can get an overhead view as well. So it should be a nice little setup if I can get it all rigged up properly, which I'm hoping to do. Now there's almost 50 of you. Now Ant is on the train. He's going into work. Where are the rest of you going? What are you doing at this time in the morning watching me set up my bay? Have you all been playing golf at the weekend? And you're now wanting a little bit more of a golf fix. So that's the bay all set up. And let me just drag that back and then give you a bit more of a wide screen of the gig that I do here. So I have my down the line camera here. That sets that up there. Let's move you a bit further out. Get a bit more of a perspective. There we go. So I have my down the line camera here, and then I'll use that tripod here. So that's the angular one. And then I've got this very clever, well, it's not really clever. It's this other little bit of kit that I've got that's like bolt to anything. And so I bolt that up on these railings up here. I'm giving away all my secrets here. I don't know why I'm doing that. I bolt that up there. So that's my up in the air camera down there. So that's that fired down there. And then the face-on camera that I use, which is my DJI mic, is this one here that I fire up in front. And so those are my 4 cameras. My 5th camera is my drone. So then I get my drone and I hover it up in the air, up here, above me. And so I have to go back through all of the content, the bits that I want to get from above. I then go and shoot and sort of redo with the drone in the air. And that's how I get the drone coverage. So it's a really good way of getting all of the boxes, ticking all of the boxes for the different camera angles. And of course, when you're creating content, you've got to keep on flicking around with different camera views if you can. Makes it a bit more enjoyable. Then I put the edit on top. So what used to be 2 cameras, down the line, face on, I used to come in at, I don't know, it was around 6 o'clock in the morning. I'd do a 15-minute video. Then it would take me about an hour and a half just to cut the video up. No edit. If you see those early days videos, no edit, bit of a thumbnail and stick it out. It'd take me 2 hours that from start to finish. So I'd come in at 6. Then I'd start my teaching at 8 o'clock in the morning. I'd go from 8 until 12, so 3 hours of coaching. Lunch at 12 till 1, and then I'd coach from 1 until 4. And then out of there. So it was a pretty full-on day. And I did that for 12 months. So if anyone ever thinks about starting up a channel, it is not to be taken on lightly. It is something that you need to create consistency with, and you need to add value. So if someone wants to watch your content, they need to get some value out of it. Their time is super, super high value, and if they're going to spend 5 minutes with you, they want to get something out of it. So hopefully this morning you've got something out of it, that you've seen my setup. I've also talked to you a little bit about what I do with clients, so you've got some value out of it. Yeah, it's just a case in point. There's 50 of you on. Tell me about your weekend. Did you play any golf? So I played with my pals, Gordon and Gary. Mark, my pal, he had a hot date, so he blew us out. Gave him some stick over it. Enough said. And it was really, really good. I played super well, but my driver just felt like I was having to work hard to square it up. And so about halfway in, I just nudged the ball a hair further forwards in my stance, and that was it. It was just high and drawing. It was just amazing. I've got a comp coming up on the 17th of September. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to film some content on just getting some yardages. Then I'm going to try and do a little bit of content on the day. How much I do on the day, I don't know. I was thinking about getting a film crew to come out and follow me around, but it's like £1,000, and I want to invest that on a video that, I don't know how much people are going to watch. So I've got someone that said, how do I log into my WhatsApp group? So WhatsApp is a very good WhatsApp chat channel that I've created. The link for the WhatsApp chat community, the reason why that's popped up is that was popped up from a comment from someone's made in another video, not up in the chat channel at the bottom here. So if you go to WhatsApp, and so this is WhatsApp here. You go to the bottom right hand corner where it says updates. So this is where you have your chats, and then you press updates there. Then you can go up into the search tab, wherever that is, up here, and you can put in good golf coaching up the top. Hopefully it'll come up. If it doesn't, you can find the link in the description of this video, and you can also find it on my posts of on the YouTube homepage. Then when you go in, I've got 94 followers. I don't know if you can see that. Right up the top, 94 followers. And you can see that it's just a read only. It's only coming from me. So it's not like you're going to get involved in 3 gazillion conversations. So I started it. I share some content. And then this one here is just wanting to find out where my subscribers are. And then what's going to happen is once we get to 100 people in there, once I get to 100 people in there, I'm going to give away some free content. Free content that is unlisted, and it is part of my digital content that's going to be coming out. It's going to be episode 1, and it's going to be on the grip. So it's going to be all about how you hold the golf club. Something that I've gone into is 20 minutes on the grip, and it will give you the perfect grip. I've gone deeper than ever before on how to hold it. And that will then allow you to feel confident that you can hold the club in the right way. I'm going to have it up there for probably 24 hours, 48 hours, because I'm going to sell that content. And what I want to do is reward the 100 people that have joined at the start. So I'm going to put it up there for a couple of days so that you can watch it. And what I'd really love you to do, if you do watch that, lucky enough to watch that video, if you are part of that 100, there's only 6 places left. Probably more like 16, because I'm going to keep it out there for a couple of days. So the people that log in and keep on going and logging in over the next couple of days, they're going to still see that content. What I'd love you to do, if you do get to watch that content, I'd love you to make a comment and give me some feedback on it, good or bad. Let it off, let it out your system, but give it to me, because what I want to do is make this the best digital content for someone that not only is learning the game, but someone that's been playing the game for a very long time. It's content that's going to give you some real understanding of how to grip it, how to stand to it, and how to fundamentally move from the belt down and from the belt up. How you fundamentally move in 6 videos. Some drills that will be with you for the rest of your life. And from beginner to elite golfer, this will absolutely be applicable. And it's something that I'm taking my time over. It's taken me probably best part of, I don't know, couple of weeks to do that first video, because I had loads of camera angles, loads of edit. It's nothing, the edit is just really nice and clear and precise. Created a logo, it's called a Swing Builder series. So go head over to my my WhatsApp community channel. It's on the updates. I've just gone through it. If you go to the updates, go into WhatsApp, click the updates button, down the bottom left-hand corner of updates, click that, and you'll see Good Golf Coaching, or you can search for it. And that will be a really great way for you to get some free content. We get loads of free content anyway. I'm going to hit a couple of shots. I never warm up for any content filming, but today, why not? I'm going to hit a couple for you. This is cold. It's a 7-iron. Now, the thing that I've been working on really heavily is how slow I can make my backswing. How slow I can make my backswing, because when I get a bit uncomfortable, I get a little bit fast in the backswing. And I think we can all relate to that, can't we? So I'm really trying to make it as slow as I possibly can. And what I'm really working on is the grip towards me and the head away. Because what I'm really trying to feel is the connection my left tricep has on my chest as my forearm externally rotates as my hip and chest unravel via my left leg. There's a lot going on there. But, any more questions? No. But when you do it enough and you understand the direction that I work in, it's not so difficult. So this is the feeling that I'm going with. Grips moving towards me. Club head swinging. Slow back swing. So these are obviously only being tickled out there. Always thinking about the grip pressure away from the ball. Propping the head up. Moving it forwards. Grip down and the club swinging. Grip down and the club swinging. Slow back swing. Just warming up. Not hit any shots so far. Feel stiff as a board. 4 down, straight path, 1 shot to path. By the way, folks, I am not good. If I was any good, I'd be playing on tour. But what I do know about is how we move the golf club around. And I've got a little bit of scar tissue from all of the crap coaching and the crap direction that I've had over my time. Ulrich, hi Stuart, good you are here live. Here to serve, my friend. Question I have about the best way to train. Do you try always get the perfect shot, or do you intentionally try hit, toe, heel, play with path, etc.? So what I was just doing there is how I'd go about it. I'm trying to move around the ball. And I think when we recognize the fact that there is no place in the golf swing that is ever static bar setup, and you could arguably say that even setup is not a static position, because there's activation there. If I just prop the club head up off the floor, I've loaded the grip, I've loaded the shoulders, there is going to be some muscular activity. So even when I'm not moving, there is activation there. So when we think about moving the club around our body, it always needs to feel like, to me, that we are pushing the force and the energy around the ball all of the time. So you're never trying to train a position, you're always trying to train a movement. And when you're training a movement, you need to isolate that movement and then work on integrating it. And if you do it enough times and focus on one area, focus on that area, do it a few times, 5, 10, 15, 20, however much you want to do it, and then back off that and then jump somewhere else, chances are that that movement over there will stay there. Now, whatever movement that you're working on, recognize what it's going to try and encourage. And when you then start working on it, it's then what you might want to look for in a ball flight or one of the ingredients of the 4 boxes. So as you're training, whatever you're trying to change is to try to fold, excuse me, the piece of card a little bit flatter. So if you can imagine a piece of card that's flat, then you fold the piece of card, it would not sit flat like a piece of paper the first time you do it. It would rebound. But the more you keep on trying to fold it, the closer the piece of card would become to then finally being flat. But the reality is it never really stays flat. It always will try and rebound. And that's the way you want to think of the golf swing. You're just trying to change the way the pattern of movement works. And as you work on these various areas, you just need to recognize what that particular area is going to do for one of your data boxes. And if you are excessively outside in and you're trying to change that box, understand what area that is. You keep working on it. If the ball's going all over the place, but that box starts to improve with your path line, you're onto something. Doesn't mean to say that because you've improved your path line, your ball's going to go straighter. It just means that that's one of the ingredients that you're working on to improve. So what I'd always say is that you're trying to work on movement that's going to change a data box. And as long as you keep on being on top of all of the different movement patterns, your boxes should continually become tighter. That's how we train. And then when you go out and play, you latch onto one feel, 2 feels. That means more to you than any other. And that would be the best way to train. So then when people go out on the golf course and start playing, they go, well, how do I transfer that onto the golf course? Well, if you have one lesson and then you go and play the next day, the chances are you're going to play crap if you're trying to apply the density of the changes that you made on that lesson. But if you were to then kick it down the road after 3 practice sessions where you've had maybe 300 balls under your belt and you've got familiar with a certain pattern of movement that you're trying to change, that you start to see a particular ball flight that you could play with by adjusting maybe your alignment, you've then got a change of movement that changes the ball flight that you would adjust your alignment with. So then when you've done that and you've hit 300 balls, you might then go and work on something else that's maybe going to change the ball flight again. So it's this constant evolution, and again, understanding that the golf swing is always in a state of flux. You're never going to stand there and just hit the same ball flight. If you're trying to do that, best of luck, wrong game to play. Go play darts, tiddlywinks or snooker, because you will never make a golf club at 80 miles an hour with a 7-iron or 100 miles an hour with a driver. You'll never make it swing the same. You'll never strike it the same. The flight pattern will be different all of the time. If the best players in the world are doing that, then what chance have you got? But what you need to have is a say. You need to have a say on the shape of the ball in the sky. If it overdraws, what have you got in the locker that's going to be able to give you a chance to reduce that bend? If you've got the ball starting too far left, starting too far right, what have you got in the locker that's going to change that? And so therefore, when you have those tools in your bag, you should always play within a window. And it's something I've seen my 2 great pals, Gary and Gordon, that I played with yesterday. I've just been giving them some advice. Yeah, when we go out and play, a bit more of this or a bit more of that. And gradually their dispersion is getting tighter and tighter. They're not knocking the flag out every time, but their dispersion is getting tighter and their scores are coming down. Because as soon as you have a say on your dispersion and it's within a reasonable window, you can play the game. Then, how often you can strike it well, that'll up your improvement again, because that's going to give you consistency on distance. But changing the east and the west, how do you disperse the golf ball from east and west is easy to fix. Grip it well, and then start to use your leg action. If those are the two ingredients that every golfer focused on, nobody would ever have a problem. Because the grip would make the face try and return back pretty neutral, and then your leg action will make the golfer rotate, and at that point, now you're cooking. Now your arms and your levers would start to back off and be super soft and flexible, and you'd start to feel some energy out of the ball. So hopefully, it's given you an insight into how you can play great golf relatively easily. And that's everything that I'm going to talk about in this digital content that I'm producing at the moment. But if you go join my WhatsApp community channel, that's read only, it's only going to come from me. If you head over there, you get to hear all of the news and the upcoming stuff that's going on with Good Golf Coaching. And you'll get, if you're part of that 100, that first 100, I think there's 94 of you on there now. Let's have a little look, see if anyone's joined while I've been online here. So there's 95 people that have joined. Yeah, still 95. So there's 5 more people that I need to get onto that community channel, and I will launch and give away that free bit of content for 24 hours, 48 hours. We'll give it for you for 2 days. Ulrich, you're welcome. Hopefully that helped. Hopefully that helped. So I'm just going to hit a few more. So, I mean, when you look at those values, that's as straight a golf shot as you're going to see. I mean, let's see if I can get all the zeros up. I mean, it's a big ask, all of the zeros. But look, it's a Monday morning. Let's give it a go. Oh, that's a little bit left still. Let's see if we can get all of the zeros up. Oh, that's a bit closer. Okay, come on. Third time lucky. Close. You can see how difficult it is to hit absolutely bang on perfectly straight. Almost impossible. But what you do need to do is control the bend. So this week, control your bend by gripping it well. But above all else, go and join my WhatsApp community chat, and you will get a really, really great video on the grip. I'm going to be on here for another 5 minutes, so until 38. So we've been on 33 minutes at the moment, so until 38, so we'll call it 8:30. 8:30, I'm going to tune out, switch off, create some more content for you. So you've got 4 more minutes to ask me any questions. And if you haven't done so, do consider subscribing to my channel while you're here, because I'm really enjoying this journey. I want to bring you as much as I possibly can. It'd be great to take this on the road. I'm looking for places that I can coach in the US, that I can jump out there and do a couple of weeks coaching. Doesn't matter where it is, just need a venue. So if you know anyone in the US that would want to host me, I'll be bringing all my own clients. They'll be all from my YouTube channel, so it'd be a great opportunity, and I could film some content from your place as well. So if you are interested in hosting me at a venue in the US or in Canada or in Australia or in Europe, reach out to me. You can reach me scartwrightgolf@gmail.com. You can reach me there. Do we have any other questions? We've got 3 more minutes. I'm going to hit a couple more shots while you guys are having a think. Where did you play this weekend? Where did you play? Love to hear about it. These are my feels, all based around a good grip. That was shocking. Goodness me, it's warm in here. Whew. We're having a bit of an Indian summer here in the UK. It's been a fantastic summer. Yeah, there you go. There's all your zeros. There's all your zeros. Oh, Wick is back. Okay, one more. When I hit the driver and then switch to irons, I tend to go left, hooking any outside. How much switch from driver to irons? So more than likely it's going left because your angle of attack that you're producing with your driver, you're putting it into your irons. So with your irons, you want to feel like your trail shoulder and the hand move at the same rate. And with a driver, you want to feel that the head is faster than the shoulder. So with an iron, the hand, the shoulder, and the club head want to feel like they move at the same rate. With a driver, it wants to feel like the club head moves faster than the shoulder. And that way you'll unload it more. You'll unload the golf club faster than the shoulder can turn. And that way you'll unload the lever. So, you know what to do. Head over, WhatsApp. Find the link in the descriptions of this video. Loads more lives coming this week. Every day, keep that notifications bell open. Flick it onto your iPhone or your Android. Go to the YouTube app, notifications, turn it on, and then every time I do a live, you'll get it straight to your phone. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope you had a great weekend. Let's have a fantastic week. Loads of content coming your way and loads of lives. And that, my friends, you've guessed it, it's good coaching.